I always tell my boys, and my dad teach me this. Like, it doesn't matter if you're famous or in a good like rugby career or whatever. You still need to be yourself and treat everyone like the same
Yeah. I'm with you.
because you need to understand them, like talk nicely to them because you never know who you're talking to is one of the billionaire. Like
True.
that's what's my dad point.
Welcome to the Tackle Your Thoughts podcast. This episode is brought to you by AR Drainage Solutions Limited. If you haven't already subscribed, liked us, or clicked the bell for notifications, then come on, do it. Help us spread some positivity. Here comes the podcast. Welcome to the Tackle Your Thoughts podcast. Today, we've got an exciting guest today. A Fiji international with 49 caps. He played for Glasgow Warriors for 115 times and also played for Bath, Exeter, Montauban and Racing 92. So welcome, Niko Matawalu. Welcome, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Really glad I'm here.
Yeah, good man.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, we're glad you're here. It's big for us. So yeah. So what we do with our podcast, we really start from the start, and it'll be really interesting for you actually, with you. Just want to find out about your upbringing, because obviously it was in Fiji. Just tell us about your upbringing and how you got into rugby in the first place, if you don't mind.
Uh, well, 7 of us in our family,
Okay.
and 4 boys. So me and another 3 boys. In our family, my dad is ex-military force guy. So discipline is one of our
Main thing.
main thing.
Yeah.
So every day you have to be 7. We have a devotion at 7 o'clock
Okay.
every 7 evening.
Is it really?
Yeah. So you have to be there wherever you go.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Before 7, you should be
In a certain place.
in at home.
Right.
It's like a devotion for everyone.
Okay.
And for the whole of my brothers, I was the one that my dad allowed me to play rugby.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my older brother, he was a good rugby player and a good league player too.
Okay.
And my dad told him, "You're not going to play rugby. You're going to focus on schoolwork,
Oh, okay.
university,
Yeah. Academically.
academic."
Yeah.
And I think that's where it turns back my mind. Lots of the time, even Sunday, I used to get like belted. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Wow.
like because it's in Fiji, olden days.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, of
how
course,
you
yeah.
learn.
Well, same for me over here, mind. I'm not afraid to say it. My parents used to discipline us. Don't get me wrong, they used to batter me. But used to give me, if I was naughty, I'd have a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I started because in Fiji, once you like grow up, you play rugby.
That's the natural thing.
That's a natural thing. Like even like there's no ball. We
Right.
use empty bottles. We use like empty
Yeah.
coconut
Oh,
or plastic or
anything you could throw
anything to throw it around.
Is it?
For example,
Yeah.
like a ball. And I grew up in. I have some good coach when I was young, under 12, under 13, for Fiji, and I think that's where like I grade because lots of the time I play up
Yeah.
grades.
Right, okay.
So I think I get like more aggressive.
Of course you do, yeah. You've
like,
got to be, to
yeah,
play Europe.
yeah.
Yeah, because they're bigger and better.
I think I learn from that, like
Right.
learning and playing with the big guys.
I get you, yeah.
So I was, and then I grew up. So I went to Suva Grammar in one of the school in Fiji, and then I was decide, okay, I'm gonna start like to play rugby,
Yeah.
and then I was like take it like seriously,
I get
even
you.
though I love the game.
Yeah.
I just want, okay, where what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I progress?
Yeah.
How do I get better?
So every child grew up in Fiji, you want to wear the seven jersey.
Just the seven-a-side jersey, is it?
Seven aside.
That's the main sport in Fiji.
Main sport and main, like everyone is
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Everybody wants to be Sarevi.
Yes, everyone wants to be Serevi. But I didn't even know the 15, it's
Yeah.
much bigger. You need to be,
Bigger and better.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I started, and then I wasn't in, this is how I like get up. I was under 19 league for
Right.
Fiji Bati, Junior Bati.
Yeah.
And I didn't even, I was like, I'm not saying in a proper way. I was like the best, like six, like half.
Yeah, halfback.
Halfback to go. And then last minute, like the day before we fly over to Australia, I cut off.
Did you?
Yes. Like,
Just give up. Just didn't want to know.
no, I didn't
right.
even cut it off. My principal saying,
okay.
you're not going.
No way.
Yeah. Like kit, everything is there. And then last minute.
Literally last minute. day
Last
before.
minute, yeah, the day before. Everyone was crying. And I was like thinking by myself. And that age too, the transition from secondary, primary school, college to like college. And
Yeah,
then it's, you can do whatever, like bad things you can do,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So it comes in time. I was like, I talked this to Jovi, the miss now. I was like, in that point, and my family too, in that point, I thought the world is finished.
Yeah, because we speak about this quite often. Is what happened? Like last week, we had a podcast where we talk about how you feel after you retire or being forced to retire. And guessing that was the same for you. At that time, there's like, bang, you can't do this. And how did you deal with that then?
Yeah, true. And that moment, only three things comes to me in mind. My dad, that he always say, if you want to be good and better, just do what the small things,
Right, yeah.
small things
Yeah.
you're gonna be better in.
I'm with
And
you.
then the secondly, you have to just pray, just like sitting down. No need to like pray or whatever. Just sitting down, think about yourself.
Okay.
Just take a moment, or like one day or half an hour.
Yeah.
Think about yourself. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Where you want to go? And just what you gonna like, the surroundings, surrounding who you gonna, the group,
Right,
friends,
okay, yeah.
everything.
Who you want to be surrounded by.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that moment, and the thirdly, and I was like, I want to be the first in my village,
Right.
like for example, Kafili,
Yeah.
to represent Fiji.
Ah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Is- was your village big or small or?
It's
Decent, is it?
super, yeah, decent.
Yeah.
Decent. Like some of my uncles, they really have a good job, like lawyers. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like, but I want to, you know.
You didn't want to go down that route.
Yeah. And my dad is an ex-soldier. Like lots of my uncle is a soldier too. My
okay.
cousin, and I'll choose to be Navy.
Right.
So I want like something different.
Yeah,
you know?
of course, yeah.
And then that moment like grew, I'm gonna. And then they went on the same week. We have under 19, under 20 trial for the Fiji
Rugby. Union.
Yes.
How we talking?
To go to the World Cup.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So by that time I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I'm not even in the first list,
Right.
not in the second team. I was the third.
Was you?
Yeah. Like those who, the players first, second,
yeah.
and then
Third
the
choice,
people,
like,
third choice that comes from. I was like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Trial. After the trial, the coach came over. Hey, you don't, because the rumor is I'm going to play like league.
Yeah.
So they were like, would you be serious at this? I was like, yeah, why not? So we sit down with the coach and the trainer, and then they say, okay, you're gonna try to do this.
Yeah.
They named the 30 squad to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I was named.
Wow. At 19 years old.
19.
What? How did you?
No, 20. 20 that
20.
point, yeah. 20 that.
Yeah.
When they announced it, I was like, I didn't even tell anyone.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't even tell anyone. I was just like, uh, pressure because my dad and my mom was by that point they live in another like island,
Oh,
and
okay.
it takes a day
To travel there.
to travel by boat,
Okay.
and there's no airstrip or anything.
Never.
No, yeah. So he's like, dad is what do you call him, a preacher?
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
he's like living in the. It's like the teacher. You going everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, you travel
yeah,
around.
you travel around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I go to the World Cup, come back. The Navy say, I want all your CVs in school.
Oh, okay.
We want to take you.
The Navy.
Navy, straight to the Navy, and everything opens from that.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the opportunities come from.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna like follow like what's next now.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where I create in like personally, yeah.
Yeah.
It creates me like in life. You can go beyond what you think it is.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
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 So I was like, okay, what's next now? I'm gonna try to play in this team, first team, like Navy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
Right.
And we won like every
Everything.
seal in Fiji,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
around Fiji. And then, okay, what's next? I was selected to the Fiji squad. So in the Fiji squad, I was the youngest.
Okay.
Secondly, they were there. Willem Ryder, Emosi Budango, like
All the
there's
big-
no spot to me in there.
No. No. No.
No.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things that like my dad taught us, you can find lots of the solution on your own if you sit down and think.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like,
of course. Yeah.
yeah.
If you sit down and plan it or go
And plan it, yeah.
Yeah.
It and like quiet time.
Yeah.
And he always told us like quiet time is so important,
I'm with you.
even though you empty yourself and you just like think
Yeah.
about. And from that moment, I was like, okay, I will. Like this is
You're gonna work now.
I'm gonna work now. To the sevens, and then I was like, oh, there's no other. I'm gonna just be like numbers in there.
Just a squad member.
That's a squad man. But in there, I was like, okay, we fast, both of us. This is one of the things that are come in my mind
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
of thinking you can have it.
Yeah.
We both fast. We like can attack anywhere. We do this the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one thing I take it, I can be differentiate me and the best or whatever
Yeah.
to counteract. One halfback to counteract.
Yeah. 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 So in your head, you can.
In my head.
Yeah.
First time I went, I like work on. No one like knows I work on. Name out, I was in there.
Wow.
Just that small margin.
Yeah. 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 Just because you worked on one little aspect of your game,
Yeah.
that's what got you into that squad.
Yeah.
So again, how did you feel when you got into the sevens team then?
Oh, it's another level. It's
it?
like a dream for the Fijian. Once you're born, you want to wear the sevens. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the big. Yeah. Because if I think of a sevens team, I think of Fiji straight away.
Oh.
That's the main thing. The
Yeah.
black and the white kit. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the first thing. So obviously growing up, you just want to be a sevens player.
Yeah.
But leading to where you become a 15 league player first,
Yeah.
then a 15s player, then onto a sevens player. So you had a couple of different progressions.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine how that felt, to be honest with you.
It will come like on that. I think the changing of my mind because everything happened for a reason. Like that's
Yeah, yeah.
what. If that doesn't happen,
Yeah,
the league,
true. Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't be here.
No, you should be playing league somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or that feeling that changed me, retwist my mind, how I think.
yeah,
Don't think this all the time.
of course.
You have to change into something else.
Yeah, I'm with
You
you.
know?
Because
yeah.
I'm guessing when you when that happened with the rugby league, you could have just gone, oh, balls to it, I give up.
Yeah.
But then your mind just changed and gone, right, what's next?
Yeah.
And you come up with a different goal.
Yeah.
But like majority of people will go, oh,
Yeah.
everything's against me. I'm going to give up rugby now and just become a lawyer or something like that, like you could have been. But
Yeah.
you carried on chasing your dream.
Yeah.
And that's incredible.
And we have like a Fiji Warriors, Fiji Barbarians,
Yeah.
and I play all those like at a Fiji to go to the 15.
Yeah.
And then one day I got a call to play scrum half for Fiji to get a squad.
Yeah.
Oh, that news was
that's
like,
the best news.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm 50 now.
Yeah.
Like, this is so great.
Yeah, so this is it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that thing again, what's next after this?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like what's next after this 15?
Yeah.
So play 15, 2010, get all my family to watch. And that was, I think, the last time that my dad watched my first game.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he passed away 2012.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to see you play.
Yes.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was working, he was like, push me,
Yeah.
like to do whatever, you know?
Was he?
Yeah.
I just, like, what I'm taking from this, your father's a massive influence on your life, was he?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
And coming from a military background, you could have gone down the military route.
Yeah.
But instead, you just took the discipline from the military and put it to the rugby side.
Yes.
So do you think if your father didn't push you so hard, you wouldn't have been rugby?
I think
rugby
so.
player? Yeah.
I think so. And one of the best thing I learned, because when my dad goes around in different parts of Fiji province, I learn more culture and more different style.
Yeah, of course you do, yeah.
So it gives me like to understand people well.
Yeah, I bet, yeah, because you mix them with different provinces
Yeah.
constantly. Yeah,
And I can talk to you how many dialects in Fiji.
Oh, okay.
I can speak to their,
Oh, fair play.
like their dialect.
Yeah.
Like that's how the goodness of being like my dad. I don't even like know that learning,
Yeah.
that thing that he do it.
Yeah.
It's now I just like,
Yeah, at the time, he was probably thinking, oh, God,
yeah,
that's enough now.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's what created you into the person you are now.
yes,
That's incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And 2010, my first cap, that was unbelievable.
I can imagine, In the World
Against
Cup as well.
Japan.
Yeah.
And then I scored my first try too on my, it was unbelievable.
Is that your favourite try ever, is it?
Oh,
that's a question.
Yeah, I think favorite try was against England,
Yeah.
2014.
Is it?
Yeah, 14 or 13 when we play in Twickenham.
Yeah.
I think that was my best try.
Yeah. But your first try ever, it's got to be special to you.
Yes.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Especially on your debut as well.
Debut.
That's unbelievable. Did you play 9?
I play 9.
Yeah.
And but because I don't play 9, I play 12.
Right.
And how I get into 9 is one of the coach, one of Tani Vula, changed my role. You
Okay.
need to like try this.
Yeah.
And expose like from here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just add another dimension to your game.
Yeah.
And,
And then 2012.
yeah.
On that week, that was 2011. 2012, on the first day, my dad passed away.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, it's all right. So on that week, he's been telling us, like, he's like, prepare me in the new world.
Right, yeah.
I didn't even know I will come to.
Didn't have a clue what was going on then.
Yeah. Because it's so hard for the 9.
Yeah.
Just imagine, local 9 in Fiji to be contracted
Right.
in UK. Would you see that? No.
Oh, you wouldn't, would you?
No.
No. Not very
It's
often
not
at all.
in history. Never been done.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fair play.
like 9.
Yeah.
So it's just wingers,
Yeah. Big, strong wingers.
big strong wingers.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you born in UK,
And you can play for Fiji. Father's Fijian.
yes,
Right.
not grow up from Fiji,
Yeah,
Fiji
yeah, yeah.
breed, and then
I get you. Yeah, yeah.
you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like he was like getting us this, that, like or like puzzle, and I was like, why are you telling like me? Like I didn't even ask him. I just like wondering why.
In your head, like,
yeah.
yeah.
So on that week, he first time ever for my dad to prepare like a food for me, like a
Okay.
table,
Yeah, yeah.
like breakfast.
Yeah.
So we had breakfast. He took my bag to the bus station, dropped me, and I was like, "Whoa, what is? It's so rare." Like,
Yeah, something's not right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
So that day, that was like 30, like it was to going out to be New Year,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like wondering why is he doing this?
Yeah.
Like I don't get it.
No.
And then in the morning, I woke up. I went to work, came back. They called me. Oh, my dad
Yeah,
is
yeah.
passed away. I was like, oh,
Oh, wow.
no, like he
Now I
should just
understand.
like told me.
Yeah.
Like
Well, so
yeah,
you knew he was going to pass away.
yeah,
But he didn't tell you.
but he didn't tell me. Like for
Okay.
every like things
Yeah, yeah.
that. So I went over, to bury him.
Yeah.
That's 2012.
Okay.
We have a game against Scotland in Fiji.
Wow. Okay.
After the games in Fiji,
Fiji.
and then we were doing recovery,
Okay.
and then a guy came over. There's a phone on you in here. I was like, oh hello, oh how are you? I'm gonna meet you
Yeah.
at the function after match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like Scotland, yeah.
Of course.
After match, I want to talk more about you, but we interested to take you,
Who was that?
Gregor
Townsend.
Townsend.
No way.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay. So I got a call from Callan Morrison, like my agent.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
He said, bro, there's a contractor here.
This is real.
And I was like looking at that. And I was like the only local player around. And I was like, what? Contract? Like what I say, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's next?
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
And that's a big like step. And like one thing too, like I have in my mind, once you get there, you have to maintain it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just rest in your laurels.
No,
You gotta,
otherwise, yeah. If you want to do the next step,
Yeah.
then you need to work harder and harder and harder.
you got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
As well, don't you? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they present the man of the match. They gave it to me in the yeah. So Niko 9 present the man of the match.
Wow.
2 weeks later, arrive in Glasgow.
So that the one game you played Fiji against Scotland changed your life completely.
Totally, yeah, to that next dimension. Yeah.
And obviously, do you think if you didn't have man of the match, that wouldn't have come off?
I think, like myself, no, I don't think. Like I was playing really well
You
on
playing
that
well
game.
at the time, yeah.
Like play well on that game.
Yeah.
And on that game, I was like, okay, this game, if I wear the white jersey again,
Yeah.
this the standard
You got to hit that stand every single time.
every time.
Yeah.
So that's why I said to my brother now, he's
Yeah.
playing for Fiji now.
Is he?
Yeah, the younger brother.
Right. Okay.
I will go into him like later. So, like me, that standard where you first, you should know all the good games and the bad games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then look through that week, how you prepare, how you like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
talk to, are you talking to her? What do you eat?
Yeah.
Like, I was like thinking that at that point, but I didn't even know it's studying.
Yeah.
Everyone has been studying
Of
that.
course, yeah, yeah.
Now I go to the uni, and then I see it.
Kind
I
of
was
makes
like,
sense.
what? Well, okay, this
Yeah.
is how. But I didn't even know I was doing at that
At the
time.
time. There's not many people who would do that though, because I think we all come from a rugby background, and if you have a bad game, you just go, I've had a shitter. It's just normal.
Mm.
But then you would look back with you and go, why did I have a bad game? What happened in the week before?
Yeah,
Even down to what did I eat? What was different?
yeah,
But I think that's the ultimate professional coming out in you. That is.
yeah. And fly over to uh, Glasgow, and then all the rest is just like I want to be here, here, here all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
And then 2 season, we go through semi-final once, final once,
yeah.
and then we win the
The Pro
the
12.
yeah,
Yeah,
2015 against Leinster. So semi the first year,
yeah.
final
Oh,
we lost. Or it was
heartbreak.
heartbroken that lost. Um,
Yeah.
and then last one we won.
So again, how did you deal with those two losses, semi-final and then the final, especially the final?
Yeah.
What was worse, actually, losing in the semis or losing in the final?
I I think it's the semi.
Yeah, because you want to get to the final.
Yes.
You don't, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was always thinking that.
And it's good to be surrounding with some good coaches too,
Yes, of
like
course.
Gregor.
Yeah.
I rate.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, for me, because when I come over, he was my. He said, like, still now, if you ask him,
Yeah, yeah.
he was get interviewed
Yeah.
the last 2 years or last year,
Okay.
and he was interviewed, and who's your player that you've been coached, and then he said it's.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Like, I think he's like, for me, he's really one of. I will count as my dad too.
Right.
Like, he like drive me. When I come over, okay, Fiji, I think I know like everything
Yeah, of course.
like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
but he take me back to basics,
Right.
basic. Practice what you're good at.
Course, yeah,
Practice
yeah, yeah.
what you're bad at,
Yeah.
and you will be a fantastic player.
He was a massive influence on you.
Yes.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the reason why he's so good.
Yeah,
That's why he's. I think he looks after his players, is he? And
Yeah,
he
look-
really put an arm around you because obviously you was in a foreign country on your own, I'm guessing.
yes, and I cannot even understand. Al Calic was the captain by that
Yeah.
point. When he talked to me, I don't even understand like anything. He was like Glasgow region style.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good. Like, for me, when I arrived, my dad told me these three things. If you're going somewhere,
Yeah.
you have to love the place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And this is like coming back to me. Why he
Why
like
is he saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second, you have to love the food and the people.
True. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah. And then thirdly, everything you do, just think about where you're starting it from.
That's my favourite, that one is, because you could have got too big for your boots and forgot about little old your village back in Fiji,
Yeah.
but you're constantly thinking about where you came from.
Yeah. Just don't forget who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And how you like get there. And I'll go back to my dad like a little bit. So my dad brought up in the village, and he
Right.
walked like 2 miles. So 4 miles
Yeah.
every day. He woke up, go to the cattle farm, milk
Right.
the cow,
Yeah.
come over, iron his clothes, and the story that they told me,
Yeah.
my dad told me. And then we asked him, okay, Dad, take us to the village then,
Yeah, yeah.
so we can like do it.
Of course.
And he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My granddad was still alive.
Okay.
He was like 98. And then we went over to look
Right.
after
After him.
him. We
Yeah.
went over and we walk 2 miles
Every day.
every day.
Yeah, and
2 miles, rain or whatever, walk. And now everything, like, the road is good.
Yeah. So completely
They
different.
go by they go by bus now.
Ah, right. In those days, was it a poor village at the time then,
Uh,
or just nothing around?
just like the government,
Ah, okay.
they like need to, it's struggle,
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
struggle, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like real struggle by
Yeah.
then, yeah, and like the struggle there too, it keeps me like drive too,
That's where the drive comes from.
yeah,
Because you've seen the other side of it, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like this is not that you, it's gonna build you to like, it's
I'm with
like
you.
a foundation,
True. True.
and then it's gonna build you up and up.
That's incredible.
Mm.
I love that. I love that. So that you was with Glasgow, 115
Yeah,
games for them.
115 games.
Wow.
So 3 years.
Yeah.
So I went to Bath,
Yeah.
great club. And then in that moment, I got injured straight after the World Cup.
Okay. How many World Cups you been to?
England, one in England, 2015, and Japan.
Japan too.
Yeah,
Fair
two.
play.
And yeah, and then go to Exeter, and that's where it changed my mental, because by then Mia and Jovi was together
Okay.
and she was pregnant,
Yeah.
and we went out. We just went out like team, Exeter team,
Okay.
at Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas do type
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
and then it doesn't go well.
Yeah. I know.
So there's a girl in there.
Okay.
Yeah. He was saying, "Oh, this police
Right.
coming over, bang bang." And at that point, I was like, "Oh, okay." And it takes 9 months
Okay.
for the court hearing.
So you got accused of something,
Yes,
and then you went to court and everything. And
court and everything, and I have to wait for like 9 months.
no playing.
No playing, no training. Yeah, 9 months.
Right.
And then I was sitting down. Like, there's no like problem with
No.
that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But the good thing is, like, when I look it back, and now we will always joke about with Jovi.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that happened to change my mind. Boys, they still not like come to understand what you're doing, to
Okay.
cut down some like parties.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like in me, I
Yeah.
think about this
I'm with you.
because my dad like treat us so well for
Of course.
us to be like him.
Yeah.
So I need to do my job very well to my boys.
Of course you do. Yeah. Well, he brought you up so well, so you've got a job to do now,
Yeah.
haven't you? Yeah. Bit of pressure on you. Eh?
Yes, it's like a big pressure.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I need to level it up again.
Yeah. Because your father will want you to be a better father again.
Yes.
Since my father always says he wants me to be a better father and a better man than him,
Yeah,
and that's what you got to do now for your children.
yeah.
So at that time, you had 9 months without playing, training,
No training. And we still live
still next to.
still in Exeter.
Wow.
We're waiting for the
Court.
court to finish.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
Like, there's no money problem or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
But it just, I think it teaches me like the lesson that I have. If you go out, you just need to be around with a person that you know.
Yeah.
Always go to the person that you know, because everyone that knows you
Yeah.
nowadays can just accuse you in anything.
True. That's true. Yeah.
And if he doesn't know how, like, okay, he's always like play this way,
Yeah.
play this way, like,
Yeah.
you will be struggle.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So how did you feel for that 9 months then? Because obviously rugby is your life.
Yeah,
All you've ever done really is train constantly. And then they just go, oh, you can't train or play. Take that away from you. How did that have an impact on your life?
junior
Yeah.
makes me drive me.
Did it?
Yeah, junior. Once my boy born,
Yeah.
it gives me, I have to still need to enjoy, but limit. It's different now. Limit the way of, because one of the problem nowadays, like, I know because I've been like there for like 15 years
Yeah, yeah.
playing professional.
Yeah.
It's lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
So the lifestyle of rugby player,
Yeah.
like eating out,
Yeah.
party, coffee, coffee. I think from that moment, it teaches me like to value things that,
Okay.
yeah, like around you too.
The little things.
Little things.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, like little things. Even though if you get lots of money this way, but you still don't forget, like
Yeah.
my dad said, don't forget what you're bringing up. From.
True.
So
Yeah.
I think it's like readjust me that
Did it?
problem. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I turned it back. So I went back to Glasgow.
Okay. Because not guilty in court.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
It, they just like dragging because if they see the CCTV and the camera in there, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
Like totally nothing at all.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she was like crying outside. I was like, why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, like it was not guilty on the 9 months.
Yeah.
And then supposed to go to Toulouse.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two times it happens. One when I was in Bath, and Exeter and Toulouse was,
Fighting over.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my the lawyer that dealing with my visa,
Yeah. Yeah.
he told me, what about you spend another 4 years in UK? You will get your
Residency. then, is it?
residence.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that's where I stay again.
That's where we went to Exeter instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to Exeter. So went to Exeter, everything, and that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, deal,
Gotcha.
yeah. And once Junior was born, we were like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is like me here,
Yeah.
just like me. I need to be like
It's a mini
good.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that point too, it's like drive me into a good like. You know, you do everything, dad do everything, but outside of that, what they didn't even see.
Yeah. Of course.
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
going out, like go out, and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
coming back.
The lifestyle behind
Yeah,
it.
the
or-
lifestyle.
All
you
he
know?
sees on the
Yeah.
pitch.
We just say, yeah, exactly.
You know?
We just say, okay, we party in there,
Everywhere.
party, yeah, party, and I was like,
You wouldn't think that with professionals, would you?
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You just think they go home, have a cup of tea, and that's it. But they just constantly partying,
Yeah.
don't
like some, like that's like lifestyle.
they? Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just like
Yeah.
crazy when I look it back. Eh?
I bet.
So I went back to Glasgow,
Right.
stay in Glasgow for another 5 years.
Fair play.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stay in Glasgow for because I want to get my
Residency. Yeah.
red-
Yeah. Yeah. Good
residency.
thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until 2021,
Yeah.
I got called up for Fiji team,
Yeah.
and I went over. That was on the lockdown.
Okay.
We playing Wales in
All
here.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last year, 2021.
21. 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
And then in there, I was like thinking, I told Joby, I think I'm going to stop my rugby.
Okay. How old is you then?
I was like 31.
Still had a couple of years left, then.
I can still like playing now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 3-4 years
Yeah.
left. Yeah. And then we discussed, and then she said, no, just think about it. I was like, no, I think I'm like ready.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, oh, fuck, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, I'm worse than that. Don't worry.
Yeah, like, oh, there's nothing else
Yeah. Yeah.
like left. And on the lockdown, we were trying because I can't go because of my passport, and there's no fly
Okay.
over
Yeah. Or
to
lockdown.
or
jazz,
lockdown, and then they try so hard to do it. So I fly over to Montauban, 1 year in there, and it was a good year.
Yeah. Was it? Did you leave your partner and son here,
Yes,
and then you went over on your own?
yeah.
How did you feel with that?
So first, why I did that, because the school in there, there's no English school. That's our
okay.
first thing.
Yeah.
And I rather put them here because the family is around here.
True.
She can work around here.
She's got support
Family,
network.
yes.
Yeah.
And if she comes with me, there's no in there, and the only language they speak
Yeah.
is French,
French.
unless someone knows how to speak it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So she'll be on her own, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the contract I did it for them is every month
Yeah.
they can fly back and forth
Oh, nice.
anytime in a month, 2 tickets, both of my sons, and
Yeah. Oh, nice.
they can come
So you
over.
still got to see them.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they get to watch you play rugby as well.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So I did that and then came over. I was looking forward for my passport.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then after the contract, buried, some other club in France was try to
Wanted you as well.
sign
Yeah.
sign good money.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Car, house, everything.
Everything you wanted, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they say, "Oh, come over and see." And I was like, "Okay, I will see." And then I came over here. Then I was doing some work with Reese.
Yeah.
And then I was like doing like couple or like a week, and then lots of boys and girls came over for the rugby skills
Skills camp.
yes
Something,
skills
yeah.
skills camp, and I was like, this is what you want to do,
Yeah, that's That's your passion, then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I just want to give all the knowledge,
You want to pass that on.
from all the best coaches that they teach me.
Yeah.
I just want to
Pass it on.
pass it on now. And that stay in Montalban. They say, okay, we're gonna sign you another 2 years.
Yeah.
They were still. I think it's like I say already, everything's happened for a reason.
Yeah, me too.
I came over. They were waiting, still negotiate. I was like, I'm done to my agent.
Because I remember that was 18 months ago, something like that, was it?
Yeah.
Because you had a game for our charity charity day, and I'm pretty sure you were due to fly out.
Yeah.
Last thing you were
Last,
due to.
yeah.
And then next thing I hear, you signed for Ponty.
Yeah.
So again, that was just. I'm guessing that's your values. Thinking I don't really want to pursue my rugby anymore. I want to pass my experience on to other people.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So it was strange that week because I was thinking about that for a long time.
Especially if you say there's a lot of money, a car, house.
Yeah. And I was thinking for a long time, 2, 4, 5 months for that.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I was staying by myself in Montalban, in Toulouse. And I was thinking about, okay, what I'm going to do, this and that. So came over, I was told, I'm gonna try to study at uni. Oh, how are you gonna study? Because everything is in Fiji. All the A levels, everything, yeah?
Yeah.
So I messaged the professor, the lecturer in USW about the rugby coaching and performance.
Oh, okay. Well, that's you, really.
Yeah. And then 2 weeks, once I was waiting for my passport, British passport.
Right, yeah.
He replied.
Wow.
2 months. He replied. He said, come and see me.
Oh, okay. There's an opportunity there.
Drive over, see him. And then he said, yeah, this is your interview.
Just like that?
Just like that. And I was like, what? Yeah, this is your interview. I'm going to sit with the boards, everything.
Yeah.
He get the phone, call Justin.
Bernal. Yeah.
I got this. Oh, I'm going to meet him in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I took the family to meet him.
Yeah.
I say, by words. Nothing signed.
Ah, okay. A gentleman's agreement.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
By words.
Yeah.
Everything, yeah, fine, all good. Yeah. Come back. Thursday, by that point too, the passport was like going left and right. You can so the immigration from London they call Newport.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Nico needs to pick his passport there. You guys can make it in there
They and that on the day type of thing. Yeah,
on the
yeah.
day.
Yeah, that's
So they
good.
make it there.
Yeah.
I was packing here. My flight was in the afternoon. It was crazy.
You're pushing this close now.
Yeah. So I see them on Tuesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Wednesday. We just prepare little things. Thursday we drove over to Newport, pick the passport.
Yeah.
They dropped me in Bristol Airport to go to racing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Plane racing, everything, and then my agent said, "Oh, you need to sign."
Okay.
And I was like, I already agreed in there.
US
I'm gonna
dollar.
go, yeah. I just text him like really good, like I'm gonna call you and I will tell you everything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So now we're still friend. I know he was angry.
Yeah, I bet
because
he
of
was.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
So he sorted the contract that we were asking for you.
Yeah.
And then you was like, no, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back to Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, by that point, there's like in the Prodi 2, they wanted me too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't want to like play like in the like big level
No,
like all that, because it's two different things. Like if you play like that level,
Yeah.
you have to be like really, really, because I know, we already talk about it.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like you have to be in your A point all the time.
Of course you do. And you gotta live rugby.
Yeah.
Everything, training, in gym in your own time,
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
And then you have to go sauna, like I used
Recovery.
to recovery,
Yeah.
like stretch,
Yeah.
everything. But that moment, I was thinking, I can have that time with my boys.
True. That's right. You'll never get that back, will you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where one of the main reason too that I stopped rugby.
Was it really? 'Cause the
Yes.
kids.
Uni,
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah.
I told you I want to drop them and
Yeah.
pick them in school.
Of course you do. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
yeah.
after this, you're not going to do this anymore.
Exactly. Well, kids are not young for long either. And before you
No.
know it, they'll be 16 and they won't want to know their dad.
No.
They want to be out with the boys. And so, yeah. But again, that just goes back to your values. Probably your father instilled that
Yeah.
in you. You just want to be. So I'm guessing your job was to be a dad, not a rugby player.
Yeah.
That's your main job.
Yeah, because I think in this way, now they grow up. If I sign, for example, if I sign that contract, 3 years contract,
Yeah. Yeah.
I will stay there by myself. They come in and out. Who they gonna look up to?
True. Yeah.
And that's how.
Yeah. Who's going to be their role model?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they're girls, fine.
The mothers, eh? Yeah.
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 If they like, I'm not saying like,
No.
yeah, but
I get you.
it's in our nature.
Of course it is, yeah.
Like someone need to do that.
Yeah.
It's need to be dad.
Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got two boys?
I got 2 boys, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that point I was like, yeah, 3 things. This is what I want to be like, finish that.
Yeah.
She was like, are you sure? You want to do
I
that?
don't want you back home.
Yeah. Are you sure? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it down. Cardiff called me.
Right.
They go up to the gym. They asked me there because they heard I was in there,
Right.
working there, and they Reese give them my number, and then they text me.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna give you this. You coach the under 18.
Yeah, yeah,
You part
academies, yeah.
time, part time for 2 years contract. Boom.
Okay.
Settle.
Okay.
Paper, everything.
They're waiting for you.
Yeah. Arrive. And then I told them, oh, sorry, I already meet Ponty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Even though we just by talk. if I was still looking for money or
Yeah,
a
you would have
wife,
gone that
you
way.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
I would take. Who didn't take it?
Of course you would.
Yeah,
I would. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Cardiff. Like, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
Uh, and then you train just like 3 days a week,
yeah,
part
yeah,
time.
yeah.
And then I told them, and then they were surprised.
I bet they were. Yeah, yeah,
They were surprised.
yeah.
Like,
Would you
what?
rather be part time than full time? Yeah.
Yes. And they say to like, bring your family, and I'm still like, I talk to them like good, the Cardiff
Yeah,
manager.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was really a good guy.
yeah,
And then because I already met Justin
yeah, yeah,
and Dean first,
yeah.
and it comes with they give me, okay, you're gonna be coach USW
Right.
under 15
Okay.
for the GW Seal,
Right.
DW Seal,
Yeah.
and then uh, Beck's coach, skills coach
Skills
for
coach for that
the,
as well. Yeah.
and then I was like, okay, and now I'm like, I think I'm too over committed to them. Like
Everything.
my main thing is the boys.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now I take the under 15 out. I'm
Oh, so
off
you don't do
from
the do a seal now.
like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like
It's a
last
lot
two
for you,
months.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I think that like we're gonna go back. Like what's like next?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, what do you think is next? Will you be a full time coach, or is it you can stay with the university as well?
That's a very good question. Like now, I will take like 3 steps back for me. My like the next step is to get the British passport.
Right.
Now I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
And now once I through to uni, my next step is to graduate 3 years time.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So before the 3 years time, I need to do like coaching.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do coach
Like
red. Yeah.
I think it's so important. Like what I learned in USW, like the psychology of children, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like from what level, ages they do,
Yeah.
and how you understand. And because I have like 2 boys, and you will know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
different style.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the people with disabilities like that,
Yeah.
and so, and then now it's my next planning now is to get that degree,
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
and after that just 1 year master
Okay.
in Cardiff.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and then by that doing that, I'm gonna try to like get to some of the like clubs,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
just to like
Just a feeder session.
yeah,
Everything. Yeah.
session, try to get like involved,
Yeah.
and I think my next is like step now. First, I already talked to like one of my like I always look at him like up when he used to play rugby for
Oh, okay.
for Fiji. Now
Right.
he's the Simon Rawalu.
Okay. Right.
He's like
He was your icon back in the day. Was he?
yeah,
Hero,
like
yeah.
aggressive,
Was he animal?
like yeah, animal forwards.
Yeah, yeah.
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 And now he's coach
Okay.
for Fiji
Right.
International.
Yeah. You still in touch with him?
Yes, and I'm gonna do a placement with them, preparation for the World Cup.
That'd be massive. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, you. That's awesome.
So that's like the next step
Yeah,
now
yeah,
with them. Once I like get that, I'm gonna like it's it's hard before you get it,
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, yeah.
and when you get it,
Mhm.
you can tell your story. Like for
Sure, yeah,
example, yeah, like the way you. But it's easy to get it. You
Yeah.
just need to work hard.
Yeah, and that comes naturally to you, just working hard for something. If you set your mind to something, I think in your head you're gonna make it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think one of the because before I never read.
didn't you?
I don't read.
You don't bother reading
I
at all?
don't bother
No?
reading. Like now, I love like reading. Like even my phone, I
Yeah.
got.
You,
If I have like away game or I just like
you
read.
just want to learn, do you?
Yeah, I just like empty myself, like learn more.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of the book that I'm reading now, it's about self-discipline.
Okay.
So I think it's like some of those things I all done it.
Yeah, I was going to say you obviously had some good self discipline anyway
Yeah.
to play for international. You could have played for 3 different codes altogether. Really,
Yeah.
you can do sevens, 15s, league. So I'm guessing you've got good self discipline, but it shows your character again where you just want to learn more about self discipline. You just want to level up again, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So I'll go back there. I just missed this. So it's so important because when I was playing sevens, two of the best sevens players was there, Eric Ross,
Right? Yeah, yeah,
All Blacks,
yeah,
legend,
yeah.
and Wesley Serevi,
Okay.
legend. And
Legend.
they speak about something. They say everyone, and my dad too always say this to me, and someone tell you something, coaches or whoever, you need just to take two good points, not all,
I'm
just
with you.
two.
Yeah, yeah. Just take something
With
from.
yes, just two
Yeah,
or one
yeah.
maximum. If you want to take it all, you can process it in your mind,
I'm with you.
and you have to learn.
Right.
It doesn't matter if he play rugby or whatever.
Or whatever.
The message that he give, one point there, it will be like hit you. You take that
Yeah.
and you work hard.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Even though if you like listen, like to learn, listen.
Yeah.
Even though if you're a rugby star or whatever, I think one of the things too that it drives me a lot. I listen like a lot,
Yeah.
and I
yeah.
meet different like lots of business people, like
Of course.
very like good people. Listen like what they
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah. Just
Because-
to learn something.
Yeah.
Just 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, and now I'm trying to like get over again in like another because I think learning until you passed away
Yeah.
and then you're done. I think once you like every day, it's like learning day.
You
Like
just want to learn something new every day.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you could have, again, rested on your laurels because you could have gone, I got to the top of my game. I played internationally, played professionally, and you could have gone, I don't need to learn anything. But now you're just like, I want to progress in a different way now, and I want to learn about that.
Yeah.
So again, just setting goals and setting your mind to something. I love that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So for me, where you're going out with the Fiji team now, you're going to be a success out there just because you want to learn about, you're going there to learn.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be a next step in life.
True.
I love that. It won't be long, you'll be coaching Fiji internationally now.
Maybe when 10 years time,
Yeah?
10 years time,
Yeah.
like now I try to gain and like learn more some of the good coaches. Gregor
Yeah.
told me when he heard
Right.
that I'm doing the coaching,
Yeah.
he called me and we speak like an hour. And then he said to me, "Oh, Niko, you will be a great coach because I coach you, and you different type of coach.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
what's in the picture, and then you do the things in there.
I get you.
Like
Yeah.
like game plan is there, yeah.
Yeah.
But to go with your game plan, what they do it." So he was like, "You will be great." And then he invited me to come to,
Did he?
yeah,
Just to go and watch his sessions.
and to stay with the Scotland
Wow.
team. Yeah.
You should take him up on that.
And I told her, "Oh, I'm sorry because I was in uni
Yeah.
and I can't go because I just started."
Of course, you can't just leave then.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he understand it.
Yeah.
And he said, "Don't worry, next time you just, yeah.
I'm guessing all you got to do is pick the phone up and go, Gregor, I'm coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing too we miss out is I always tell my boys, and my dad teach me this, like it doesn't matter if you're famous or in a good like rugby career or whatever, you still need to be yourself and treat everyone like the same,
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
because you need to understand them, like talk nicely to them, because you never know who you're talking to is one of the billionaire, like
True.
that's what's my dad point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you have to like your character, whoever like
Yeah.
you bubble within,
Of course
they
you do,
will
yeah.
know your character is.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's gonna go, because once if they say your name, oh, it's so easy to
Of course it
get
is,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
because I think uh, like listen and learn more things for other people. I think
Yeah.
it's very
I think
important.
that's what I'm getting from you. You just want to learn and you just
Yeah.
want to listen, and even when I'm talking to you now, I can see you listening. You're taking it, taking everything
Yeah.
in, and that's an incredible character trait. That's amazing,
Mm.
and that's just going to help you in your career moving forward. Now, whether it's learning in uni or coaching internationally, or even coaching under 12s.
Mm.
Because I'm guessing when your kids grow up now, you'll be their coach. It's like I've got an 8-year-old, and I coach his team because who else is going to coach? So
True.
that's your problem next step.
I, th- I agree with you on that point, but for me, like I think I have like a different like mentality or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong. So for me, it's now I just teach them passing at home.
Yeah, yeah, at a garden.
Yeah,
Chuck
at the
ball
garden.
about.
Yeah, check a ball, passing, running, sidestep, fan, and
Yeah.
then they really like good at it now
Yeah, I bet, yeah, yeah.
on that age.
Yeah.
And I take them to gymnastic,
Oh, okay.
like every swimming. Now they're doing boxing.
Okay. Just staying fit. Staying
Yeah,
active.
like do like different
Yeah, yeah.
type of things. And I told them, if I don't want to force you in rugby.
No, that's right, yeah.
I told them I don't want, if you go like rugby,
Yeah.
I want one coach, one thing for him to learn to listen to someone else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how I grow. And I can just come and help
Yeah.
outside.
True.
Let him to listen to him.
Somebody else.
Yes.
He'll obviously listen to you, but he needs to learn to listen to other people as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a life skill.
Yes. And that's where you learn things.
Yeah, of course.
To listen to someone else.
Yeah, because he'll always listen to you.
Yeah.
Well, or not.
Or not. At home.
Yeah.
No, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I get it.
Yeah.
It's like my son. This episode is brought to you by AR Drainage Solutions Limited. Their team can supply a complete range of services for whatever drainage inquiry you have. From unblocking drains, drain cleaning to drain maintenance. If you have any issues with your drainage, don't hesitate to contact AR Drainage Solutions Limited. Got a couple of questions about rugby in general for you.
Sure.
What's your biggest achievement in rugby?
Big achievement.
Biggest one, yeah.
I think my biggest achievement is coming to UK and get this is rugby. My biggest achievement when I was the man of the match in Hong Kong 2012.
Is it?
Yeah, player of the tournament.
Yeah. Wow.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong Sevens.
Hong Kong Sevens.
The biggest sevens in the world. You had player of the tournament.
Yes, and I remember we play against New Zealand at the final.
Yeah.
Rico Ioane, the two
Ioane.
brothers.
Right.
Naholo was playing in there, and we would destroy them
Zoo.
on the final. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. And to have player of the tournament in front of those players as well.
And and it was like, I think that was the highlight.
Hi-
Of
highlight
of
your
the
career.
yeah,
Yeah.
of my time playing with Cecil Africa is there. He's the most,
Yeah.
like all the best players in there.
Yeah.
And then from nowhere, they mentioned my name.
Unbelievable. So touching on that one, then, who's the best player you've played with and against? You can't say me.
I will say play against is Johnny Wilkinson.
Is it really?
Yes. 2013 Toulon versus Glasgow
Okay.
in Toulon. We play against them.
Yeah.
And
He was different level, is he?
I don't know how he, like, just,
Is it?
yeah,
Does he see everything before anybody else? Is it?
it's
On a different
unreal.
level.
It's
Yeah.
unreal. Like he act before you react. Like that's how you.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
Just putting like ball, and the kicking was
Was it?
unbelievable.
Masterclass.
Yeah, like I think play against him is
Yeah.
and play with. This will be hard because I think one of. I'm not saying because one of my friend.
Yeah.
He played 50 caps for Scotland.
Okay.
Ryan Wilson.
All right. Yeah.
He's that type of player. This is why I choose him. He's a type of player like vocal.
Right. Yeah.
He's not that huge,
No.
like a 6 or 7. What correct? But he do the job.
Would he?
Yes. But even though he's like so, like tiny,
Yeah.
he's big. But for that,
Position.
yes,
Yeah.
for the position.
Yeah.
And I think I choose him to play with, even though like the things he said before
Right. Yeah.
and
just
after the game,
Just follow him, would you?
yeah,
Yeah.
he just want you to fight all the time,
I'm
you
with
know,
you.
play all the time.
Yeah.
And I think he's just like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Him and Josh Strauss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similar kind of character, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Strauss, he doesn't talk too much,
Okay.
but he do the work.
Yeah. I'm with you. Just do as I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just follow me.
Just follow.
Yeah. What's the best stadium you played in the world?
That's so. Play in Marseille. Play in Twickenham 4 times.
Right.
5
Yeah.
in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Play 4 times.
Okay. Some big stadiums, yeah.
Yeah. Hong Kong. I will choose. I'm not saying this because I'm in Wales. I will choose
Principality.
Principal.
Would you really?
Yes.
Our stadium, yeah.
Why? Because you so close to the spectators
Okay. Yeah.
and you can feel
You can
the
feel- can you?
atmosphere.
Yeah. Because Twickenham, the same as Wembley, is quite far back.
Far,
yeah.
far back. You
Yeah.
can. I want to play like this. For you can hear your teammate
Okay.
like that's rugby.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you can feel
I
the energy like in the
So
rugby.
you bounce off the
Yeah.
people in the stands, do you?
Yes. I rather. I think whoever like put that is
genius.
Genius.
Yeah.
Because it's like you put something on the block to communicate
I'm with you.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're on the pitch in front of 75,000 people, can you hear each other, or all you can hear is the crowd?
No. So there will be a story. So we were preparing to play Wales on the World Cup.
Yeah.
And we trained there and we blast music
Okay.
like really loud, and we do like some passing and like team run
Just to try and simulate the
Yeah.
crowd noise.
so loud, and we were trying and how you can like translate whatever because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so loud.
Yeah.
And I think one of it's valuable in there is to know the player too.
True.
How he
Yeah.
connect to you.
Cool. Especially 9 and 10
Yes.
partnership, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's it's like really really good. It's another talent.
Of course it is. Yeah, yeah. It's like having a best friend, isn't it?
Yes.
You know how that best friend acts, and
If you go, you know.
you got to go with him.
Go,
Yeah, and you know, yeah, you know what the kind of player he is, and
Yeah.
so that helps a lot. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay then. Last one, rugby related. What's the best team you ever played against? And
Best team play against.
could be actually give me two. One international team and one domestic.
International team. I'll against. The best.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say England.
good. It's a tick
I
in the
think,
box.
I think it's the best is Wales
Yeah.
because they have like lots of history back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like lots of history back, and it's it's like Fiji, Fiji, and Wales people. I think it's similarly because
okay.
yeah, like
Yeah.
similarly how you can just talk.
Well,
Like,
yeah, rugby's life in Wales and rugby is life in Fiji.
Yes.
So yeah, yeah.
it's like rugby is
Of course,
the
it's
thing.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played against New Zealand?
Yes,
What was that?
classic All Blacks.
Yeah.
That was a good team too,
Yeah.
but I'm not because you don't have a cap in classic All
Okay.
Blacks. Yeah, you don't have a cap in classic All Blacks.
Yeah.
It's just like
Standard game.
standard game.
So really, you have got 50 caps for Fiji.
No, that doesn't count.
No, I'm saying
Oh yeah,
during that,
yeah.
you'd have 50.
Yeah, 50 exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Barbarian 52.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, if they count it like that.
I'm counting them.
Best team, it will be Toulon.
Right.
They were Wilkinson, Gito.
Cool. Just those two is enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, yeah. 13 was, who's the Cully guy?
I don't know.
But no, no, the French, he's French.
Bastro.
Bastero, 13.
Oh, stay away from him.
Tuisova was in the wing, the other side. And Drew Mitchell was the other side. And then at the back was the other brother? The tall one, English. Yes,
Armitage.
Armitage. And the forwards, oh my word. South African,
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Like they were unbelievable.
They was on the big bucks at the time, though, were they?
Yes.
The big money. So that's why they was the Man City of rugby.
Yes,
So that's why they had the ghettos and
Yeah.
like that.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a good game. First half, it was 32-3
To them.
to them. And then we came back.
Oh, okay.
We came back.
I thought you were going to say 60 odd points.
No, and then we came back by then. And
Oh,
we,
good.
yeah, 2 tries difference.
So that was one of the main questions for me, just to finish off about rugby. Like, how do you deal with that kind of pressure? So maybe you're running out to represent your country, or even being 30 points down against one of the best teams you're ever going to play against. How do you deal personally with pressure?
I think pressure, if you say pressure, I think I mentioned back on our starting of the podcast,
Yeah.
like the pressure that I have when I didn't even select.
Right, yeah.
That's
bigger again.
I think that's bigger because at one point I told Jovi, I told my family. At one point I was like, the world is finished for me. You know those type of
Well, yeah, I've been
thinking, oh, I'm
through
gonna
it.
kill myself or
Yeah.
this and that.
Yeah.
But if you sit down and
Yeah.
think about things,
Big-
really things,
the bigger
reality,
picture, yeah.
I think you can like go through.
Yeah.
But in a game, I always like take like breath,
Okay.
like 5 breaths,
Yeah.
before the coach, yeah, like if we 30 points down before the coach talk on the halftime and we go and we still not. And one of the thing I always encourage the boys, even though if they drop the ball,
Yeah.
I always encourage the next job
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because we can look back at what
Yeah.
the things that you
We,
have done.
we can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
It's gone. But we can impact the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever you do to the next thing is important than the things that you've done.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So again, that's your character trait. You look into the future again.
Yeah.
Not dwell on the past.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think a pass is just take good things
Right.
and then learn the mistakes
Yeah.
that you've done and then move forward.
I like that. So just learn from the past and put it into the future.
Yeah. Just take that positivity,
Mm-hmm.
put it back. The things that you wrong or mistake,
Yeah.
change it over
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then move forward.
Move forward from there.
Yeah. It's like, it's in my game too. It's like, if I do something wrong, like right now, knock the ball over or do miss tackle,
Yeah.
oh, I can do 5 tackles in that same play.
I'm with you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
And then I'm gonna try to turn the ball up so we can
To make
like
up for it.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like one. I'm gonna try to put like 5 good things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to come on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Just chill out a bit.
Yeah, chill out a bit, and
Yeah.
you can do it another time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, don't dwell on it. Just move on.
Move on.
Because mistakes happen.
Yes.
That's what, from my coaching point of view, mistakes will happen in a game.
Of course.
And it depends how you deal with those mistakes. That's what builds the character.
Yeah.
So you can either dwell on it and let it beat you up forever, or you can go out and make another 5 tackles to make up for it.
True.
But everything you're saying, it just, for me, goes back to like your father's outlook on life and what he taught you as a kid.
Mm.
And how much of a good job he did bringing you up.
Bring up. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bit of pressure on you as a father now.
Big pressure.
It is.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
pressure. So like now, because at home, like we never swear.
No.
We can go and swear outside with our friend. Blah,
Rugby
blah.
and everything, yeah.
Once in our environment, in
Yeah.
the house,
Yeah.
or my dad around, we never swear.
Okay.
So I was talking to Joe, like since they grew up, so we make everything like this small, like the shut up, all
Right.
this like small talk. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want like to
Yeah.
hear, and oh my,
Yeah.
like those
Yeah.
type of thing. And then New Year, I sit them down, I ask them because this age they gain lots of like
Yeah, they
things,
listen when yeah.
and I'm like, boys, you can say any bad words, like really like any bad words you can say to that. Just today,
Yeah.
you can say at least 3 bad words.
Yeah.
And they reply that they give it back to me. I was like, really? Is this just what you got? It's just like, oh, shut up.
That was it.
Yeah. Not saying, please, kare. Like
okay.
those.
Just give me that, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, because it's like them, of course, they ain't going to learn bad things from outside.
Of course they will, yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
they-
with them 24/7.
No.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh, we just like how you create the house to be respected, what's only to be in
Yeah,
the house.
especially in front of the mother and
Yeah.
respect, yeah.
And like me and the missus, we never quarrel when
Okay.
they're in front.
Right, yeah,
That's
yeah.
our number one
Rule, yeah.
rule.
Yeah.
Never. If you like angry about thing, wait until they go to bed and then we talk about
Maybe
it.
have a chat.
Yeah.
Then you have a row.
Yeah. If you want to row, shout,
Yeah.
because by
Yeah.
that point, the angriness is gone.
It's gone, yeah. You've forgotten about that, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
and then
deal
you
with
can just have a conversation.
it. Yeah.
Like,
You really chilled out. You are, I'm guessing, are all Southern Islanders like that, really chilled out and relaxed? And,
we are so relaxed, but I think it's going to go to how you brought up.
yeah, definitely is, yeah.
Yeah,
It keeps
like-
coming back to your father
Yeah,
again, doesn't it?
I think that's like the best foundation
Yeah.
that you can get in life, where your upbringing.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you agree with
Yeah,
me?
and I keep saying I've got a couple of jobs. So I've got a daytime job, I coach, I'm this. But my main job is being a father and a role model for my son. And that's the like, biggest, my biggest goal in life, to be a good father. And I think that you've got the same kind of value as that. You want to try and pass that on down to your kids, and
Yeah.
and they'll pass on down the line. So yeah, you like it's amazing just to see what you've accomplished, and you sat down with us and just talking normal, which not a lot of people, especially people who had 49 caps for their country, would do that. I just think you're really humble and
Uh, Lots of people say that.
yeah,
Like to me, like, and I say like two things. I say once you brought up, you will be the same all the time. Same. How you grew up. Same until what age you are. You will be the same person.
right,
Only two things can get you over that, like money
right, yeah,
and like the name,
okay.
like what you achieve.
Oh, right, yeah,
That's the only like the main two thing, like attention,
yeah.
like in like society, like right now, what you like,
What you've
you just
achieved.
mentioned,
Yeah,
what you achieve. Oh, I don't want.
yeah.
If you don't have a good foundation of that, you will be like very. You don't gonna have many friends.
No, that's right. That's right. And I'm guessing that the big celebrities and things like that, they don't care about the little people.
No.
And that's the. I think they've gone the wrong way, where you were just staying humble and yeah, you forget. Can I forget what you've achieved? And just treat everybody the same, like you said earlier.
It's like everywhere. Like that's life. Eh?
Yeah,
I think that's the main, like, like in my perspective, like me as my own life is your family
yeah,
and your friends lives around you and whoever like meet you anywhere,
yeah.
like anywhere. If you like meet someone or like, for example, they were like calling me, "Why are you playing at the?"
Take your thoughts day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like, "Bro, calm down." Like
yeah,
I do like lots of like small sevens like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I just went over a little bit, running around, and because it's so like you never know who you talking to.
no, no.
You never know because I always like say this to the boys especially
Yeah,
and Jovi. You never know who you talking to in a day. They might come with like uh, like the family are broken,
yeah.
like
You don't know what they're going through, do you?
yeah, you
Yeah,
never know. You
no.
should just be one,
Yeah,
be happy all the time.
yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just even though, but it, if you unhappy, this is how I con. If I'm angry,
yeah,
if I'm angry at something, and now I'm exercise, and it take 2 3 weeks for me to exercise it until it my habits now.
okay, right, yeah.
So it takes like if I get angry, I just like like down.
Yeah.
I'll tell the missus I'll have a walk.
Oh, I'll go for a walk, get out of the house.
Get out of the house,
Yeah.
walk, come back, normal.
New man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do something similar. I used to go for a run. Because it's me and the road. That's all I concentrate on then. Switch off and come home and hopefully be in a better place. But going back to that, when you played for us, just imagine how we felt having a Fijian international turn up for us.
Exactly.
Thinking, wow. And again, it just shows how humble you are. He was like, oh, it's a game of rugby over there. I'll go and have a game.
Yeah.
It was incredible. And I think you took a piss, though, because you made things look so easy. You just, at one point, I was going to smash you, but I wasn't. I'm going to try. And you just offloaded it. I don't know how you done it. But that was big for us. It was amazing
Yeah.
just to see you turn up. And like last week, I saw you down watching Kafili play.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Just seeing your kids running around and your missus was there. And it's amazing.
Like for my boys, even though if they like still young, I need to like take them to like small things like that.
Yeah.
Like who knows once they
Yeah. Wouldn't
play like all the rugby,
Yeah.
like highest professional rugby
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
But what I build them like today,
Mhm.
they not gonna get it away from the attitude or like
Of
it's
course.
like something in your DNA, you know?
Well, you said earlier about foundations.
Yeah.
You're building your kids' foundations at
Yeah.
the moment, and I think you're doing it the right way. Definitely, you're an amazing role model for your kids.
Mm.
So just keep doing what you're doing, mate.
Cheers, brother.
There's a reason why you're successful in rugby and in life now is because you're a genuine, humble, good guy. And for you to jump on a podcast like this with us is massive for us. So thank you very much, mate.
So happy. Happy to hear, boys.
Anything else you want to add?
Oh, uh, just wanna add like all the things that we talk about, starting from the foundation and now what's next.
Yeah.
I think it's really important for you to be around with a good assistant,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
like good, and don't tell anyone about what is your goal,
Right.
like what you want to be,
Just keep that personal to you. Is it?
personal to you, and then work out. Let them see
Yeah.
in 6 months, and then you can,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just, they can see the results.
yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. If you want a goal for you to be like, oh, like for example, I'll just go back. Like some of the rugby players, they come to UK, they finish, they go back,
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
So some players they playing here, and now they are in here,
Right.
but they still not have a passport.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's now they like calling me, oh, what do you do? Whatever. Like
Yeah.
if they, I did help them like this, that, and that, but now it's a wrong timing for them. The money it's so expensive.
Yeah. Okay, of
If
course
they
it is.
in the right peak,
Right. Yeah. That's fine then, is it?
you stay in the right peak, you will have lots of like attention, lots of friends, like because we're gonna go back. Just be good to everyone.
Exactly that. Yeah.
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 Don't change yourself. Don't be like.
Yeah. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
Exactly that.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're a dick,
Yeah.
no one. I'm sorry to say, no one will be your friend.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And karma's a bitch, you know.
Yeah.
It catches up to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the third one is, I think is, now I'm teaching the boys now.
Yeah.
It's if you want to have like a good day. Now I'm exercising now. I'm just like studying.
Yeah.
You first you have to do your bed. Like wake up,
Yeah. Make your bed.
make your bed,
Yeah.
and then do what you want to do.
Oh, okay.
Start with making your
The-
bed. I think
But it's self discipline.
yes, to
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good day, a complete day,
Yeah.
a happy day, and with a smile,
Yeah.
wake up every morning. It's just like do it in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I did it in 6 weeks. And it's like a hobby for me. Not hobby. It's like in me.
Yeah.
I have to do this.
Yeah, exactly. It's a habit for you now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking like to my boys, and now they do it. Even though they tried
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
of
it,
course.
pillow nicely that way.
Yeah.
But
As long as they tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Again,
now-
that's another life lesson for them.
Mm.
Yeah, I love that.
I think that's the last point.
Yeah.
If you want to make like just be good to everyone, do your bed every morning
Yeah.
before you start your day.
I love that. I love that. I hope the missus is not listening to this because she'll have me doing the bed.
Like the missus too. Sometimes when I forgot,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Remember, I say you have to be around with a good person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wife is so important.
Of course
to-
it is. Yeah.
Because like for me, it's lots of. I see in the whole life, rugby players. They
Yeah.
once they got like this, they separated.
Oh, okay.
Like I see it because they getting this money.
Yeah.
Yeah. The value, the foundation of what's real.
I'm with you. Yeah.
They have to understand one another. Of
course.
Like me and her need to be in the same page.
You need to be one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I know, like, okay, you do this. It's just like common sense. If you see it in the house, it's there. Do it.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do.
Pull your weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always like tell her, this is the real thing. If he support you,
Of course. Yeah.
because she was supporting me, like,
Yeah. She's been through everything with you, hasn't she?
yes,
Yeah.
like bad times,
Yeah.
good times,
Yeah.
and now this is like before we get married.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I was like, I think we've been through hell,
Yeah.
everything. Like at one point we were like, oh, and like, oh,
Yeah. Of
like
course. Yeah.
we just like,
Yeah.
and I was like, no,
Yeah.
no one else like come over in our relationship for us to be together. Just
Exactly.
you and me.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's deal with it, me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You always some flowers, like. You got me. You are.
Well, thank you. It was good. Good conversation. And
Hey,
good
Niko,
question.
you're an absolute legend. Thanks,
Cheers, man.
thanks for joining us, mate, and good luck for the future.
Thank you.
You're a legend. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.